How can we best encourage corporations to respect human rights in their supply chains? Despite increased awareness of human rights issues in business, progress has been slow and uneven. For example, estimates of the number of people in forced labor worldwide has been increasing over the past 10 years. Therefore, it is not surprising that many of the products we regularly purchase, such as clothing, computers, and even food for our pets, are connected to forced labor through supply chains. One of my areas of research focuses on how the law can best incentivize corporations to prevent, identify, and remediate human rights violations connected to their operations. In the transparency trap, non-financial disclosure, and the responsibility of business to respect human rights, I discuss the limits of disclosure-based regulation in this area and suggest ways to move forward. One such alternative regulatory approach requires corporations to conduct human rights due diligence. This requires corporations to proactively attempt to uncover any human rights violations or risks related to their business activities. In the management and oversight of human rights due diligence, I use the lessons from implementing compliance and ethics programs to identify key internal governance issues for ensuring effective due diligence. In an article on using civil liability to change corporate behavior, Fighting Forced Labor, a business and human rights-based proposal to reform the Trafficking Victims Protection Reauthorization Act, I identify the challenges in applying existing laws on forced labor to the supply chain context. For any of these approaches to be effective, we must also consider the relationship between corruption and human rights. In business, corruption and human rights towards a new responsibility for corporations to combat corruption, I review these connections and show how corporations should align their efforts in these areas. By demanding stronger due diligence, better internal governance, and tougher legal measures, we can ensure that corporations respect human rights in their supply chains.